Hey, how's it going, everyone? Let's talk about something that's been making waves in the trucking industry over the past couple of months. There's a video that recently came out about ICE agents detaining some truck drivers that were operating without the proper CDL authority. And this is not just a story on immigration or the issues with immigration. This has got to do directly with safety, with business owners, with owner operators, and how the trucking industry has been getting affected. So let's get straight to it.
Agents arresting more than 100 illegal aliens during that sweep, and it targeted truck companies in California after a string of disasters on the road linked to commercial licenses issued under Governor Gavin Newsom. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says it is no longer business as usual.
President Trump has said, make aviation and make our roads safer than the previous 4 years. He's given us that directive. These are rules that are set up to make sure our roads are safe. And so if you can't speak English, if you haven't gone through the proper training courses, you shouldn't be behind the wheel of a big rig. These are 80,000-pound vehicles that can be incredibly dangerous when things go wrong.
So our William Lajeunesse is live in Los Angeles with all of the details on this operation. Good morning, William.
Hey, good morning, Aisha. You know, in many states like California, it's illegal for police to even ask a driver their immigration status, including those driving commercial trucks, which is why this administration is sending out ICE, Border Patrol, Homeland Security to checkpoints and shipping ports looking for illegal immigrants issued CDLs, commercial licenses, including California, where it blames Governor Newsom for illegally issuing thousands of those CDLs to undocumented drivers. Already, the state's revoked about 17,000 CDLs. More are under review after Duffy threatened to withhold millions in highway funds.
The problem is that you had Joe Biden that let tens of millions of people into the country, and then you have liberal governors who said, well, they got to work, so let's give them commercial driver's licenses.
So ICE arrested 101 undocumented drivers from India, Mexico, Colombia, Uzbekistan, Ukraine, Nicaragua, Russia, Republic of Georgia, Venezuela, El Salvador, and Honduras.
Everyone, when you're stopping them, what your immigration status is, that seems perfectly fair, perfectly reasonable, perfectly lawful. And it's unfortunate that certain states really do put public safety behind this open borders mass amnesty agenda.
So Border Patrol agents in El Centro also arrested 49 immigrant commercial drivers. California issued 31 of those licenses, but others came from Florida, Illinois, Ohio, and New York, where Secretary Duffy says 53% of the state's CDLs went to illegal immigrants. Yuma agents arrested this Indian national on I-10 near the Arizona border. So Aisha, here's the conflict, right? The Biden administration gave millions of asylum-seeking immigrants EADs, or work authorization papers, for months or years. 10 mostly liberal states, 40 others did not, said, great, let them make money driving a commercial truck, even though federal law had said no. Only U.S. citizens and legal permanent residents. So now Duffy wants those states to claw back some 600,000 of those licenses. Some states are saying no. Back to you.
Okay. Well,
There you have it, guys. So there's a lot of stuff wrong with that, right? So I'm not going to get into the immigration issue and how these drivers got out there on the roads and the dangers of it. We've all seen the crashes, the incidents with truck drivers and semi-trucks being out there with drivers not knowing, the proper traffic signs and how to read signs and everything on the road. The thing that this is going to affect over the next year, over in 2026, I'm going to start off with capacity and rates. So as they are washing out a lot of these trucks, there'll be less trucks out on the road, hopefully more freight, and hopefully that allows truck drivers to be able to get better paying loads. So hopefully in the trucking industry, we start seeing rates going up over the next year to year and a half. It's not going to happen overnight, but the goal is for it to improve the rates that have been consistently gone down over the past 2 to 3 years, let's say. Second point on this is that it's also going to put a spotlight on compliance. So a lot of trucking companies, a lot of drivers that have been cutting corners and not been doing their ELDs, their logbooks, their driver files correctly. A lot of these people, the FMCSA has been doing a lot of audits lately, and they're going to continue to do audits to find carriers that are not that don't have their back office in order and that aren't doing things the right way. And that's going to force them to either one, go out of business because they're not going to have the ability to do it or not going to want to do what they have to do. And two, they're going to see an increase in their operational costs. Now they're going to be forced to put money into their compliance side and to improve the way that they do their back office stuff. The carriers that have been doing it correctly, they're going to be able to continue to do their thing. The only issue is that now they're going to be audited and they're going to have to put some time into that as well. And then third is this is kind of going to be forcing a market correction. So like we said, increasing in rates over the next year and a half, 2026 going into 2027, hoping to see an increase on rates. And then this is also hopefully over the next 2 years improves the relationship between the carriers, freight brokers and shippers, and you start building that trust back up with carriers that are reliable, carriers that are doing their operations correctly, and that are doing things the right way and legally as well. And third, the insurance costs. So insurance has been going up a lot in the trucking industry over the past couple of years due to all the accidents. So hopefully this starts making that relationship between the carriers that are doing things correctly and legally and the insurance companies, and makes that relationship a little bit better, and insurance companies could start stabilizing those insurance rates as well, because that's a lot of stuff that carriers have been getting killed with right now with insurance rates and everything. So if you got value off this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any comments on this video, any feedback on this video and what your thoughts are, please put it down in the comments. I would like to see what you think about this.
Short-sighted for the lies